Males usually demand to eat first and may consume as much as 70 pounds of meat at a single gorging. It is often thought that males live a pampered life within the pride, but this is actually not true. Please stop this recording now and restart it once you have reached that point.
I'm done. Rishabh wants to take some. Wait.
Rishabh? The antelope with a striking black and white face mask. Both sexes have long, sharply pointed horns that can extend almost 4 feet in length. The horns can be used for protection against predators such as lions, and when lowered parallel to the ground, can be...
Couldn't get the full body though, just got the face.
The lions are the ones with the large mane of fur around their head and neck. The core of the pride is made up of several related adult females, some of whom may have cubs. Females tend to stay in the pride they are born into throughout their lifetime. Young males, however, are forced out of the pride by the breeding males, who consider them to be future competition. These young bachelors then live solitary lives or may band together in small groups until they are old enough and strong enough to be able to take over a pride of their own. The structure of the
different angle is this one.
We get the teeth.
What can be better than waking up to the sound of a lion's roar? You can if you stay at our award-winning KOA campground. Amenities include another mammal that shares this preserve with the tapir is the llama, domesticated from wild guanacos more than... You have now entered Ruaha National Park. This unspoiled African wilderness is known for its variety of wildlife. The greater kudu is one of the most beautiful species of antelope in the world. Native to the bushlands and woodlands of central and southern Africa, kudus are browsers that eat the leaves and shoots from a variety of plants. Males are known for their spectacular spiraling horns, which can grow as long as 6 feet. These horns eyesight to help them sense approaching danger. When startled, they can run away at speeds of almost 30 miles per hour and will often head to the water to aid their escape. Unfortunately, like many other species throughout India, wild populations of these beautiful animals have drastically declined due to overhunting and loss of habitat. The smaller of the 2 species of Indian antelope you will find in this preserve are called blackbuck. They stand just 2.5 feet tall and are named for the dark color of the coat of the mature breeding male, hence black buck. They have white bellies and prominent white circles under their eyes. Noted for their speed, black buck can easily outdistance greyhound dogs and are able to clear high fences from a standing jump. That unique springing behavior you may see is called pronking. The black buck will leap straight up into the air and land on all 4 feet at once. This behavior may be associated with play, or it may serve to alert the rest of the herd to danger, or to notify potential predators that they have been seen and not to bother pursuing. In India, these beautiful little antelope have been overhunted so extensively that they are now in danger of becoming extinct. Pass holders receive a 10% discount on VIP tours, 20% discount at our restaurant. They are extremely strong and can be very aggressive, so keep your doors and windows closed and locked at all times. An ostrich can inflict severe injury with a swift kick of its powerful leg or even with its beak. Adult male ostriches can be distinguished by their black feathers, while the feathers of females and immature birds are a dull gray. Eggs are usually laid here at Lion Country between February and June. Be sure to keep a sharp eye out for the nests. These large ground nests may and are shed and regrown again every year. Horns, which are the headgear of antelope, sheep, goats, and cattle, have a bony core with an outer covering made up of keratin. That's the same protein that makes up your hair and fingernails. Horns are not shed annually and actually contain them a particularly gentle appearance. Female waterbuck will often attempt to conceal their newborn calves in thickets or tall grass for the first 2 to 4 weeks of life. Calves are very mobile shortly after birth, however, and often wander about on their own. An unusual-looking member of the antelope family is the wildebeest, also known as the gnu. favorite
Shit,
food
it's
source
bony.
for the lion, and the young are frequently eaten by hyenas.
No.
Reproduction is highly seasonal. All births within a herd occur mainly within a 2 to 3 week period.
Scratching its bum with
The African Watusi is one of the oldest breeds of cattle. Also known as the cattle of kings, Ankoli cattle, and royal ox, this breed originated in eastern Africa. The various members of this breed are often named for the tribe that raises them. Hands-on
I wanna
animal
get a long
activities
shot, wait.
and behind-the-scenes tours, not to mention swimming, arts and crafts, paddle boating, water play area, group games, miniature golf, and much, much more. Your registration will include a safari day camper t-shirt, cap, water bottle, and souvenir photo, plus all of your lunches, snacks, and craft supplies at www.lioncountrysafari.com. They are quite gregarious animals and are usually found in small groups in thin woodland or grassy open spaces. White rhinos can weigh as much as 3.5 tons, stand more than 6
Left
feet
it
at the
nodri.
shoulder, in spite of their formidable-looking horns. It is widely believed that the horns are made of a bony material. Actually, the horns are composed of a mass of fibers made of
You don't want the
keratin,
black
the
buck
same
eating?
protein found in the
I've
antelope's
got it.
horns and in our own horses of Africa, the zebra. They are among the most numerous and preyed-upon creatures to inhabit the African continent. Their black and white stripes are like fingerprints because no two sets are exactly alike. Some scientists believe these stripes act as camouflage in the shimmering heat haze of the African plains. In fact, hunters have passed whole herds of zebra because of this natural optical illusion. The stripes also help to deter annoying flies. 50 pounds and can grow to a height of 8 feet. They can attain a running speed of up to 35 miles per hour, which is a good defense against most would-be predators. They are extremely eggs at a time. You won't be able to miss the eggs if they're around. Each one is about the size of a cantaloupe and weighs about 2 pounds.
Keep going,
Although they are the largest eggs in the world, they are also the smallest egg in proportion to body size produced by any bird. If you're looking for a souvenir, ostrich eggs are the difference between antlers and horns.
I can't get the
Antlers,
face
which
and the
are
heart in
typical
one.
headgear of
See,
deer,
that's why I
are made
removed
of
this.
I
bone
know.
and are shed and regrown again every year. Horns, which are the headgear of antelope, is the largest of the African antelope species, with males reaching 6 feet at the shoulder and weighing 1,500 pounds. They have a thin orange-colored coat with a few vertical white stripes across the shoulders and sides. Both males and females have straight screw-like horns that are often 3 feet long. A flap of skin called a... Their horns curve out over their ears and turn sharply upward at the ends. There is a fringe of hair on their chest, and their faces are strongly whiskered. They appear to be a cross between a cow, a horse, and a mule, with a beard thrown in for good measure. They certainly are aggressive-looking beasts, but they go into antics when approached, dashing off and wheeling about to gaze at any intruders. In Africa, they are a favorite on animal activities and
like a
behind-the-scenes
big-ass bee.
tours, not to mention swimming, arts and crafts, paddle boating, water play area, most interesting creatures, all roaming freely and sharing the same territory. Because this territory is so large, the animals may
I guess
very
for a
well be in
camel this
various
is
parts of
paradise.
this preserve at different times of the day.
Water,
Please remember, our
green
animals
grass,
always have
no
the right
sand.
of way. Although the white
Even
rhinoceros
the
is
heat.
not aggressive by nature, these massive animals may cause unintentional damage through natural activities. Please, made of keratin, the same protein found in the antelope's horns and in our own hair and fingernails. Rhinos have been extensively overhunted for their horns, which
Make
in
some noise
parts
and
of the
wake it
world
up.
are carved and used as ceremonial dagger
ನಿನ್ನಂತವರಿಗೆ
handles or
ಈ
are
ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ
powdered and
ಸೀರಿಯಲ್
used
ಹೇಳೋದು
for
ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ
medicinal
ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ
purposes.
ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ
Today, all species of rhinos are in severe
Tarle.
danger of extinction in the wild.
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ
We are
ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡೈತೆ
proud to say that
$27
many
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ
southern white rhinos have been born here at
ಹುಡುಗಾಟನ
Lion Country since 1977.
This thing is sick, I think.
or it's sleeping. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಊಟ ಟೈಮ್ ಊಟ ಆದರೆ ಆಡಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕೂದಲು
There are still many more animals up ahead for you to see as you continue on safari.
I fit this
We
thing
have
inside.
special rates available for your company picnics,
So that's
family
not a
reunions,
problem.
birthday parties, school classes.
I know iPhone is the best friend now. Hey,
Eggs are usually laid here in
Protection.
Lion Country between February and June. Be sure to keep a sharp eye out for the nests. These large ground nests may contain 30 or more eggs at a time. You won't be able to miss the eggs if they're around. Expansive preserve are a variety of hoofed animals called ungulates, which can be easily identified by the different shapes of their horns. By the way, do you know the difference? They are quite gregarious animals and are usually found in small groups in thin woodland or grassy open spaces. White rhinos can weigh as much as 3.5 tons, stand more than 6 feet at the shoulder, and be longer than the average mid-sized automobile. All rhinos are short-sighted, but they have acute sense.
Lower your window, Jack. Oh, that's good. Probably when we come there, when,
If you
If you
haven't
haven't
that
seen
this
them
one is
already,
there, no,
watch
this
out for
rhino.
the wild horses of Africa, the zebra. They are
city
among
side
the
trip.
most numerous and preyed upon creatures to inhabit the African
Is that one?
continent.
Okay.
Their black and
Just
white
go a little
stripes are
far.
like fingerprints. In fact, hunters have passed whole herds of zebra because of this natural optical illusion. The stripes also help to deter
ಮೇಲ್
annoying
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾವೆ
flies.
ಈಗ ಒಂದು
Flies
ಮುಟ್ಟಿ
are
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೋದು
usually
ಫ್ಲೈಸ್
help
ಅರೌಂಡ್
break up the outline of the animals, making it difficult for
Release me
predators
now.
to focus on one particular individual.
ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಓಕೆ
If
ಓ ಯಾ
it is attacked, a zebra will attempt to outrun its enemy, but it will
Oh,
also
it
kick
blocked
out
the
with
previous
its
one.
hooves in an effort to disable them. Newborn baby zebras are very vulnerable and must therefore be able to stand and run alongside of their mothers very shortly after birth.
The one on the back has a bigger horn.
Also
Yeah, this
sharing
looks
this
like the
preserve
female.
are more of our gemspot, which you have seen earlier in your tour. Those large African antelope with a sandy gray coats,
She
long
won't get the
straight
face,
horns,
no?
and black and
That
white
easy, no?
face masks.
ಸಿಕ್ತಾ ರಿಷಬ್
He's taking photos, I'm taking video.
Yeah, I got it actually. One shot.
There are still many more animals up ahead for you to see as you continue on safari through the preserve. When you do come to the end of the drive, however, there is even more for you to experience. Included in your admission today is entrance to our walk-through park, Safari World. Enjoy all 6 rides, including the Ferris wheel, carousel, and paddle boats. Feet are fact, because their muscles are so dense, their lung capacity is so small, and they have no subcutaneous fat, they cannot float or swim, so the water surrounding them keeps them safely on their islands. Wild chimps form loosely organized bands of individuals which will remain in a fairly large home range for many years at a time. The social structures of our island communities are quite similar to what you would find in Africa, and in this respect are unique among captive chimpanzee groups found throughout the world. Like human infants, chimpanzee babies are quite helpless when they are born, and for the first few months of life are held cradled in their mother's arms. And will patiently poke twigs into termite mounds and anthills,
That's a female.
snacking on any termites
How do you
or
know?
ants that have clung
Fishing
to
from
the
the
twigs.
back.
Our chimpanzee communities to live as normal a life as possible.
It's rubbing itself against that wooden area.
The islands you see on your right, across from the Chimp Islands, are home to another group of primates called white-handed gibbons. Native to Southeast Asia, gibbons live in small family groups in a dense rainforest habitat and are almost exclusively arboreal in the trees, but instead travel through their environment with a hand-over-hand method of locomotion called brachiation, if walking on large tree limbs or a lion country safari. By now you must have spotted the tallest of all animals, the giraffe. Reaching heights of up to 18 feet, they are the watchtowers of the tree-scattered African terrain in which they live. With a keen sense of smell and hearing and outstanding vision, they are well equipped to sense danger approaching. When a giraffe stops to stare, other animals move to the ground.
No, but
When
from
doing
this
so,
angle
they
it
are
looks like a
highly
camouflage.
vulnerable to
Did you get what I'm saying?
If attacked, a giraffe will deliver severe blows with its feet and will often seriously injure
They'll
its
blend
attacker.
into one.
Calves are born after a
really.
15-month gestation period, are 6 feet tall, and weigh about 140 pounds.
You know what? I'll take only the legs. Then we'll try to see how many were actually there.
www.lioncountrysafari.com. It has been a pleasure being with you on safari today. Do come back to visit the animals again soon. On behalf of all the staff here at Lion Country Safari, Waharini. The horns are composed of a mass of fibers made of keratin, the same protein found in the antelope's
98%
horns and in our
genes
own
we
hair
share
and
with it.
fingernails. Rhinos have been extensively
Some share
overhunted
100.
for their
She was
horns,
telling.
which in some parts of the world are carved and used as ceremonial dagger handles, or are powdered and used for medicinal purposes.
It's got a
Today,
doll.
all
Sir.
species of rhinos
you
are
are.
in severe danger of extinction in the wild. We are proud to say that many southern white rhinos have been born here at Lion Country since 1977. Although some have remained here with us, others have been sent to zoological parks throughout North America.
So, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕನ್ ಬಂತು.
ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. Look,
It ate something.
He put his doll there.
If you haven't seen them already, watch out for the wild horses of Africa, the zebra. They are among the most numerous and preyed upon creatures to inhabit the African continent. Their black and white stripes are like fingerprints because no two sets are exactly alike. Some scientists believe these stripes act as camouflage in the shimmering heat haze of the African plains. In fact, hunters have passed whole herds of zebra because of this natural optical illusion. The stripes also help to deter annoying flies. Flies are usually attracted to large, dark, to break up the outline of the animals, making it difficult for predators to focus on one particular individual among a large herd. Lions, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas, and wild dogs all make zebras a staple in their diets. If it is attacked, a zebra will attempt to outrun its enemy, but it will also kick out with its hooves in an effort to disable them. Newborn baby zebras are very vulnerable and must therefore be able to stand and run alongside of their mothers very shortly after birth.
Do chimps have fingerprints?
Now it should move, otherwise you will say yes to the button.
Chimpanzees. If you have not yet reached this point,
No,
please
don't
stop
move, don't
this
move.
recording now and restart it when you see the sign marked chimpanzees.
Oh.
Chimpanzees are native to tropical Africa and are very comfortable in the Florida summer, and in this respect are unique among captive chimpanzee groups found throughout the world. Like human infants, chimpanzee babies are quite helpless when they are born, and for the first few
Go a
months
little
of
in
life
front,
are held
you
cradled
get
in
the
their
face.
mother's arms. They are weaned by the time they are about 4 years old, just in time for the mother to give birth to her next baby. Chimpanzees are renowned for their ability to manufacture and utilize, as well as insects, honey, eggs, small birds, and mammals. They will use stones to crack open nuts, sticks to pull down fruit-laden tree branches, and will patiently poke twigs into termite mounds and anthills, snacking on any termites or ants
Oh,
that have
this
clung
thing
to
is-
the
oh.
twigs once
Oh.
from the Chimp Islands are home to another group of primates called white-handed gibbons. Native to Southeast Asia, gibbons live in small family groups in a dense rainforest habitat and are almost exclusively arboreal, meaning they
Gibbons.
live in the trees.
That was a gibbon.
Gibbons do not have tails
That is
to
not-
assist them with their movements in the trees, but instead travel through their environment with a hand-over-hand method of locomotion called brachiation.
ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾ